It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tail of the tape. First up, the Giant. And he'll be squaring off against Amir King Khan. Weighed in and up first is the Giant from the United States of America. Amir Khan, he's Bolton's finest. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. The perfect counter lands. Straight right just misses. Both want a highlight reel knockout. Do you believe what we're seeing? A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than nothing.
Beautiful counter shot. They have no respect for each other's punching power. You'd like to see more jabs. That counter shot lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round. On to the second round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You have got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
There's a counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that jab. Bombs away. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. A perfect counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The momentum, they got the... And there's the bell to start round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counter. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Straight right just misses. That jab won't score. Good punch. How about that time counter shot? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Boxing. And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Hook misses. Straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice job getting that punch through. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you...
Back into the fray here in round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Fighter will say no mas. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Catch and shoot. The punch is beginning to take its toll. No rest for the weary. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. He is down big time. What are you doing? There's the bell to start round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Those counter punches have to hurt. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of the...
Here we go, it's round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. The straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Defense!
This is not an option for these two. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That jab misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest.
And there's the bell for round 8. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They both want the knockout. Will the referee step in? Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The way either one of these fighters hoped it would go, but they can't be too upset. No one loses.